Hey guys, this week it's time for another video request, and the question I got is this. Daniel, how to be more successful in life? A lot of people ask this question. I used to ask this myself when I was younger, until I realized it depends on what you understand about success. How do you view success? Ask yourself this question. Are you content with the way you are right now? Or do you want to be better? Do you want to improve yourself to be the best man that you can be? Some of you might say, well, Daniel, when I look at the lives of other people, when I compare myself to them, I can't be that successful. That's problem number one. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Why do you do that? Stop doubting yourself. First, understand you have no idea how hard someone else has worked to achieve their success and what sacrifices they made to achieve it. And second, our lives are all different and you cannot compare it. Your success will look different from someone else's success. So, how do you measure success? Well, you look at where you are today compared to where you started. When we look about jobs, my career, when I was 16 years old, that was the first time that I started to work. I was a waiter at a restaurant in South Africa called Wimpy. I grew up very poor and I worked hard for everything that I have today. When I was 16, up until 18, when I finished high school, I lived with my two brothers. After school, I got a job in England. I stayed with a few other South Africans working for the same sales company. And while they slept at night, I stayed up studying, learning everything I could about the company and their competitors. After England, I got the breakthrough in modeling. I gymmed and worked out really hard. And I started to travel the world while studying online for my 2 degrees, one in psychology and the other in theology. Then I also started to work on my first YouTube channel at night while other guys went out partying. I was teaching myself how to film, edit, upload and rank videos. Now if we fast forward, a lot of hard work and sacrifices, fast forward, here I am today, 2 YouTube channels with a combined following of over 1.5 million subscribers. And in my free time, I'm now working to get a game company off the ground. And this is not about me, this is all about you. All of my work is not for me, it's for you, because that is what gives me the greatest joy. After I lost my brothers, I realized, man, I need to first look to God, live in the light, accept Him as my Lord and Savior, and be a good man and do the best that I can do while I still have breath in my lungs and bring value to other people. So everything that I do, I'm trying my best to bring value to you guys, to change lives. And that, to me, means success. And I have still so much more to learn. I have a lot more room to grow and improve. There's a quote that says, "Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do." Now, I don't just want to talk about my career or what I do so you think, oh, that's success. No, it's a lot more than that. It's me, myself, that changed over the years. And the biggest change, the biggest improvement was when I became a reborn Christian. When I was in my early 20s, when my second brother died, that changed everything for me. And since that day, I seeked truth. I wanted to live in it, grow in it. I wanted to be a better man, and I never stopped since that day. And now when I look back, I can see that I'm successful in that as well. But I still have much, much, much more to learn. So, the first thing you need to do to be successful is to change your mind, to change your attitude and your actions. You need to understand this because it's like a flat tire. If you don't change, you're not going to go anywhere. And if you change your attitude, you will realize that the world around you is also changing. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "You can often change your circumstances by changing your attitude." If you always have a negative attitude, everything you see, everything you touch, everything you do will always be negative. You need to change the way you look at things, the way you think. You need to take your thoughts captive. Every one of them. Control them. And to do that, you need to do 5 things. 1, write down your goals. 2, dedicate yourself to achieving those goals. 3, Discipline yourself in mind, body, and spirit. 4. Change your habits by changing your daily routine. 5. Be consistent. Now always remember one thing, the devil will come and bring negativity and doubt. You need to identify those thoughts and push them out as soon as you get them into your mind. Don't just go along with them. You cannot always decide what thoughts come into your head, but you can choose which thoughts you will go with. Think about a little bit more. Stop them. Because if you don't stop them, they will stop you from achieving your goals. And negative thoughts steal so much time. Time that you could have used to work for your goals. The second thing you need to do is to make an active decision to always have a good work ethic. There are a lot of people in this world that are lazy and they will never achieve their goals. Why? Because the words lazy and successful never goes together. For lazy people, it's always easier to sleep late in the morning. Press that snooze button. It's always easier to watch 10 episodes on Netflix or play 5 hours of games instead of watching one quick video on learning a new skill and improving yourself. Some people say, well, I don't have the talents to be successful. Don't lie to yourself. There are a lot of courses out there that you can just go and learn, improve yourself. I mean, YouTube, it's free. That's where I learned how to edit videos. And listen carefully. Let this truth sink in. Work ethic doesn't require any talent at all, but it sets successful people apart from those who fail. Stop being lazy, stop procrastinating, and when you do things, do more. You know, those times when you feel like, man, I'm so tired, I can't do anymore. That's exactly the moment when you need to push yourself even harder, because that is the moment you realize, wow, I can actually do more than I think I can. Do more than just help someone, care for them. Do more than just talk. Show it with your actions. And always remember, it doesn't matter what other people are doing, it matters what you are doing. Build strong relationships. You're young, some of you, and you might think, man, I can get where I want to be just by myself. I don't need anyone's help. The truth is, you probably won't get there without the support of other people. Not only that, you will need the connections to get where you want to be a lot faster. You know, sometimes the young people, they think, man, older people, they don't know anything. You can learn a lot from them because they have a lot more experience in life than you do. Have you ever wondered, older people, why do they know so many people? Why do they have so many connections? Because when they need a good lawyer or a good plumber or a good doctor or a good mechanic, they know exactly who to call. You won't be able to do everything in life. You can't do all professions, but you can make friends with people from different professions so that when you need their help, they are there to help you. And you are there the moment that they need help as well. Anthony D'Angelo said, treasure your relationships, not your possessions. This comes down to trust and loyalty. You know, loyalty is one of the most precious things that you can find in this world when it comes to relationships. Everybody wants it, but it's so hard to find because you cannot get loyalty from someone if you don't give them honesty. So be a man of your word. Only if you're a man of your word, then you will earn people's trust and then loyalty. Kindness. Some of you did not expect me to say this. Well, Daniel, why do I need to be kind to be successful in life? Well, let me explain. Let me explain it this way. I actually don't really care much about what someone has achieved in their life, what success they achieved. But show me what they do with that success. Show me how they treat other people. And that will tell me exactly what kind of person they are. Danny Thomas said, success in life has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It's what you do for others. Success without kindness, without caring about other people, is not success. It is a waste of time. Always ask yourself, What will people say about you when you die? Use time effectively. All of us, we get the same time, 24 hours each day, 7 days a week. What you do with that time, now that's on you. You can waste it on things that do not improve you, your future, or the lives of other people, or you can use it to do exactly that. First, always be on time. Never be late for appointments. This is one of those kind of things that you need to learn as a young man, as a young boy, always be on time. It's exactly the same as always make your bed, because if you don't make your bed, you're a lazy person. You don't have self-discipline. So when it comes to time, be on time. I love Japanese people because they are always on time, and it shows professionalism. Time is precious. Time is life. And if your time runs out, so does your life. Think about this. If you're running late, you think, why, I'm just running late 10 minutes, 15 minutes. There's no big problem. But you're actually stealing 20 minutes from someone else's life because you caused them to wait for you for 20 minutes. Second, schedule your priorities. Do that every day. Focus on it to do those things that will get you closer to your goals. And when you achieve a goal, each goal is slowly getting you closer to your dream. It needs to become a daily routine so that it will change your habits. And that means if it is a routine, then you'll be able to be consistent. Be prepared. If you don't plan ahead, you're planning to fail. A lot of people are very optimistic and they're very positive when they start something. But being optimistic and being positive will not get you anywhere if you don't plan. And please hear me today. A lot of people experience problems just because they were not prepared. People spend a lot of time and effort to try and fix their problems in this world. But many do not realize that they can prevent most of the problems they experience if they are just prepared. There's a lot of people in school and they say, man, I'm not gonna use this one day in life. Or this is what I need to learn here from school, I'm not gonna use this. It might be true. But what school does teach you is that you need to work hard and not be lazy. Do things that you sometimes do not like, because that is what it needs to be successful. Sometimes you need to do things even when you don't feel like it. And you always need to do research and educate yourself. And that is what school is great at. School teaches you how to teach yourself. And you need to get into the habit of doing research, not being lazy, but to learn. Because in life, you always need to do research to know your options before you make a decision. And always have a backup plan for a backup plan. Adapt. Even if you do everything that I've already talked about perfectly, you still need to adapt. Because, man, this life will throw you not just one or two, but a few curveballs. You need to expect the unexpected. Because unexpected things that you cannot control will happen. Your Wi-Fi will go down. In South Africa, you can expect power failure due to cable theft. Your car can break down, or they might steal your car. Your roof might be leaking suddenly, or your friend might let you down. Or even worse, someone close to you might die. All of the things that I've just mentioned happened to me. You need to expect the unexpected. And when it does happen, you need to adapt. And the faster you do it, the better it will be. Because the longer you sit and complain about it, the longer you'll stay in it. And sitting in it, wishing it was different, is not going to change reality. But you can. You can do something about it. John Wooden said, if we fail to adapt, we fail to move forward. You only have two options when you encounter obstacles. You can either just give up, or you can adapt and move on. Never give up, because you will fail many times in this life, over and over and over again. But that is what is needed to change you, to make you stronger. And then when you do achieve success, it'll be so much more sweeter. You'll appreciate it so much more. C.S. Lewis said, failures and repeated failures are finger posts on the road to achievement. One fails forward towards success. And before you do anything at all, make sure that you have the right dreams, the right goals in the first place. Because if you don't, you'll waste a lot of time. I prayed a long time before God pointed me to the right direction. In my middle 20s, that's the first time that God really spoke to me. I prayed and prayed and prayed, breakthrough prayer, until He answered me 3 different ways. If you want to know more about my life, then watch this video here, my testimony from my other channel, and I'll see you there. And always remember, life is short, so don't waste yours. Cheers, guys.